Hi everyone. So today, based on your recent writing, I want to focus on two things, and then I want you to use these two writing tips in your writing for today. So the first is about a so what. So a lot of you were able to identify a structural choice that Morrison made. However, not everyone is clearly including the so what. Whenever there's a prompt for AP Literature, they're never just going to be asking you to identify something that's true in the text. They always want you to connect it to meaning. Sometimes the meaning of the work as a whole, or sometimes just the meaning of a particular character. All right, so here are three statements about the structure of this book. Morrison does not structure her narrative chronologically. Morrison includes a chorus-like character, which she calls the community. Remember the chorus from Antigone? That's a Greek device. Morrison creates two daughters for Sethe. All right, so none of these have a so what. So what would a so what look like? Morrison does not structure her narrative chronologically in order to show the way memory is impacting her characters. All right, there you still are going to have to get specific. How is memory impacting the characters? But at least you've got a plan. Your paragraphs are each going to deal with the ways memory impacts characters and how the narrative supports that. Morrison includes a chorus-like character, which she calls the community, to reflect Sethe's journey from freedom to isolation and perhaps to some resolution, and to make a point about the role of the larger community in healing individual trauma. All right, well, there you have your whole essay planned out, right? You can do a paragraph about Sethe's freedom, then Sethe's isolation, her maybe some resolution in the final chapters, and then you could have a final paragraph about why the larger community is necessary to heal individual trauma. So you've done most of your work already as you've just by articulating that specific of a claim. And finally, Morrison creates two daughters for Sethe to embody two different relationships toward time. Once again, your plan is clear. You've got to have one paragraph about Beloved, one paragraph about Denver, and probably a conclusion that compares them. And in each case, you're going to show how the daughters embodied Sethe's different relationships toward her past or the future. Okay, notice the word to. So if you have the word to, that might be an easy indicator to show that you're on your way to definitely having a so what. But notice that each of these not only identifies a fact about structure, but explains the so what. How does it impact the meaning of the book? All right, second, sufficient and specific evidence. I cannot say this enough. You are always using the one-to-one rule in this class, always, no matter if it's a paragraph, an essay, anytime you're writing, you need to be checking for one-to-one rule. You will see that when you get more specific about your evidence, your analysis gets better, and I'll try and show you why. So this sentence, Sethe likes having Beloved around and pays attention to her, is all analysis. There's no specific evidence, so it's all in the color green. If we change that to Sethe had rare moments of contentment with Beloved around, that's analysis, such as when she sits with her daughters after ice skating. They are all wrapped in blankets and drinking warm milk when Sethe hears a click, the settling of pieces into place designed and made especially for them. The click had clicked, things were where they ought to be or poised and ready to glide in. So everything in red there is specific evidence from the book, right? It's not just general paraphrasing of a trend in the book, it's an actual moment in the book. All right. From there, you get so much to analyze. You could analyze the skating, you could analyze the milk, you could analyze the warmth of being inside under blankets, right? All those details could be the subject of analysis. I chose to talk about the click. So Sethe's devotion to her family comes from her need to control her circumstances and to have a family that she chooses and that no one can take from her. This cozy tableau represents such a family, hence the click. Okay? So the analysis is so much more specific because I'm actually looking at and spending time with specific details from the book. All right, so today, if you wrote your structure paragraph, I want you to rewrite it using these ideas. If you haven't written it yet, write it today, again, using these ideas.